Hello there, everyone. It's Sir Sphinx here, and we're back with episode 2 of the Let's Play Red Dead Redemption 2 series. I had a quick look around, probably about 15 seconds in, and for some reason my microphone's been malfunctioning recently, where it will actually be plugged in, but it won't be recording any audio, so normally unplugging it and plugging it back in fixes that, so nothing too serious there, but I had a quick look around, picked up a couple things. I believe there was a tonic in here. Then I grabbed nothing else really. We can sit if we want to. We have to speak to these. Actually, no. We have to speak to who was it? I'm gonna get a little bit more acquainted with the system here. Progress. Story. Compendium. What's it? Is that like the animal? The bestiary. Total completion. 1% done with the story, you guys. Player. Weight perfect, temperature fair. Huh. What does that mean? Temperature. Is that like my bodily status? I wonder if we can get Arthur to be extremely obese. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely not happening anytime soon in these conditions. Level 1 bonding. I remember them saying when this game was in the hype stage that there is bonding with your horse, which I think is actually really cool. You get to keep him clean. Regular grooming will prevent your horse from becoming dirty. Awesome. Riding your horse too hard and bringing into contact with stressful situations such as combat or predators can lead it to becoming agitated. An agitated horse throws its rider off. Okay. Interesting. That's going to be a interesting challenge to get a hold of. Now, let's see if there's a way to check our emissions. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Again, not what I wanted to do. Wrong button. Maybe it's under... I want to make sure I know where most of the things is. Whatever. Okay, let's read a little bit about the backstory. That's a good place to start. Chapter 1. After a failed robbery, the gang have fled from Blackwater into the Grizzly Mountains, but a late spring storm has left them half frozen and starving. They hold up in an abandoned mining town to lick their wounds and await a break in the weather. So I guess they weren't there for weeks, because I remember them saying actually in the beginning of the show. Oh my god. Please forgive me. In the beginning of the game that it's May and there was a blizzard, so they probably waited at least a week or so. Definitely not months. Enter pursued by a memory. Outlaws from the west. These are our missions. Oh, these are the missions that we've completed. Okay. Alright. I don't know if there really is a... Maybe we just check the map. Alright, we have to speak to Bill Williamson and Mr. Pearson. Pearson needs to speak to you. Billy Boy needs to speak with us. Arthur's horse. Coulter. That's just the name of the town and everything. Now I wish I knew where exactly that is, but I'm guessing Utah based on the Mexican influence of the name there, Grizzlies of Ambarino. Somewhere that's snowy but still fairly west. Alright, let's get a move on. Stop looking at our stupid stuff. I guess we could talk to these guys since it's really not necessary for moving on. I guess we can't talk to them actually. Dutch? Nope. Busy reading. Alright, I guess we'll be off. Speak to some other citizens of the camp. There's our horse. Now, I don't want to go to Bill Williamson or Mr. Pearson just yet. I want to have a look around. See if we can come into contact with anyone else.
It's okay. It's okay. You're safe now. She'll be okay, Arthur.
I'm sure she will, Mary Beth.
Mourning the death of her husband. Those damn O'Driscoll boys. Who's this? Oh, that's John. Looked like Micah for a minute.
All of you, keep warm. Just a few more days and we'll get off this hill.
I hope so.
Stay strong.
It's been a nasty few days.
I know. And we've had tough times before. We keep moving.
Can you speak to our friend John here?
Same as always. All of you.
I guess not.
Ain't that so, Mr. Morgan?
Of course.
Of course, yes. Miss Grimshaw's got it right, folks. Best listen to her. We'll be off then. Don't think there's any more houses that we can really go into over here. They look kind of decrepit. I guess that's it then. Guess we've got no choice but to go speak to Mr. Pearson. Oh, I'll go see him first. Unless that's Javier. It looks like Javier with his bowler hat. How you doing, buddy? Where can I get one of those? Winchesters. Guess he doesn't want to talk. Alright, Arthur. Mr. Pearson, you're not looking so well.
We're gonna starve to death up here, Mr. Morgan. We're okay. We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy. I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson. We were stranded at sea for 50 days. And you unfortunately survived. When we ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in. Well, when government agents are hunting you down, sometimes shopping trips need to be cut short. We'll survive. We always have. If needs be, we can eat you. You're the fattest. I sent Lenny and Bill hunting, and they found nothing. Well, Lenny's more into book learning than hunting. Bill's a fool. Unless those mountains are full of game that want to read, ain't no wonder they found
Enough of this. We'll go find something. Come on, Arthur.
Wait a second. Hold on. Here. You're gonna need something to eat out there. Assorted, salted offal. Starving would be preferable.
Come on, let's go.
You can't go hunting. Look at your hand.
I can't stay here listening to you two. Look, if there's game in those hills, I'll find it. And you can kill it.
You need to rest, Charles.
You think this is rest? Come along. Here, you take this. I can't use it, and you'll have to.
Oh, you're joking.
Use a gun, and we'll scare off every animal for miles around. You're never too old to learn, I imagine.
Well, this is gonna be bad.
This way.
I'm typically not the best with archery in games. Let's go find some game, though.
You holding up, Charles?
I'm okay, apart from this hand. Stupid mistake.
Still bad?
It'll be fine in a day or two. I just can't pull a bow right now.
I sure hope I can. Never really got the hang of it.
You'll be fine.
So, you reckon we're gonna find something to kill that ain't an O'Driscoll?
There's meat up here for sure. Pearson doesn't know what he's talking about. Now the weather's eased off a bit, they'll be needing to feed. We'll head up this way. Find some higher ground.
Yeah. Whew. Been a wild few days, all right. That ride north from Blackwater, getting stuck in the storm, bringing John back in.
You've had a lot put on you. I wish I could have done more.
I didn't mean it like that, just a lot to think back on.
I still don't really know what happened on that boat.
Me neither. Well, Javier told me a bit, but it sure weren't good.
There's some patches of grass here. This is good. Come on, let's try this way. Keep your eyes peeled for movement. The wind's died down too.
That's good.
No wind at all is bad, but if it's too strong, they won't move. Now shh. Stay quiet. Hey, stop here a second. I see something. Whoa!
Where's that bow?
There's deer been here. Recently.
How can you tell?
How can you not? We'll track them on foot. You're gonna need the bow. Don't leave it on your horse. A gun will scare everything around.
Shouldn't we tie our horses up? We got here.
Come on. Grab that bow off the horse. Quiet as you can. Stay low and move slowly. You see the tracks?
I think so. Maybe not.
Focus.
You can use eagle eye to highlight animal tracks and other clues. Alright. Cool.
It's easier in the snow, but once you get your eye in, you'll be able to track nearly as well in grass and woods.
That's cool if you touch the trees, the snow falls off. I think that's so awesome. Stop tracking. So the meter, when the meter runs out, we can't keep an eye on the track anymore. Your scent is also shown in eagle eye, allowing the direction of the wind. Oh, so we even have a scent. I'm sure it's not a pleasant one after the weeks we've spent at this mining camp.
Shh. Down there.
I see it.
him? Quick, get that bow out, Arthur. Try to hit him in the neck or head. Quick and clean. You can pull back quite hard. You'll feel when it's too much.
Ah!
Unlucky. Take your time.
Well, looks like we're going after him again. I tried to aim for the head, but maybe that was too ambitious of me. Selecting call. Ran off this way. Well, I may have just screwed us out of a week's worth of food, so that's great. Oh, I see one. I want to cross the river, though. There's a couple of them over there. Well, hopefully you don't mind getting a little wet. Oh, that would be horrible. I'm just trying to imagine how cold that water must be. And now your boots are soaked. Alright, let's get this bread. Come on. Get a good shot. There we go. Okay. Let's go!
Now let's try for another.
And follow his friend.
Watch yourself, Arthur, or we'll scare them all off.
That other one ran off. Well, let's collect this meat at least. There's a couple of them over there, I see. You're a surprisingly good shot, Arthur. Should we... I guess we'll leave it here then. Pick it up on the horse later. Alright, time to get our shoes wet again. Is it even possible to shoot him from this far away? You can call out to him, but I don't know if that's a wise idea. Yep. Damn.
That's okay. Try again.
I thought calling out to them would have made them come, but I guess that was a dumb choice. There's trails all over the place. I'll focus on this track.
Where are you going?
Follow
the tracks.
I'm following the tracks, buddy. Oh, perfect. Alright. Nice and quiet.
Got it.
Let's
Well
go.
done. I think that's all we can carry. Okay. You pick up one, I'll get the other.
You sure your hand's okay?
It'll be fine once I get it on my shoulder.
You get that one. Oh, well, I guess you're gonna follow me no matter what, so. I suppose it doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll go grab the other one.
Yeah, make you do all the walking. Man, Arthur's one strong bull. The compendium tracks what you've discovered in the world. It can be... Alright, yeah. I figured as much. Your horse will respond to your calls, as long as it's in range. That is one obedient horse. I wonder how much these white-tailed deer even weigh. They look kind of thick, so... Maybe like 150 pounds? Maybe more? 200? I honestly think that's such a cool feature. Seriously.
Okay, boy.
Because so many other games, just like you'll kill a deer and then you'll open its inventory. And then you'll just grab the meat and that'll be it. But this, you're actually carrying the carcass back to the camp, and it's a lot more realistic and cool. Yeah, I get it, horse. You're tired. Tires them out quicker when there's deer on the back.
Ready to head back when you are.
Come on then, let's head back.
Oh, you're crossing. Okay.
Nice work, Arthur. Should be enough meat
Sorry about that.
Should be enough meat here to keep us all fed for a few days.
You found him.
I knew you'd be okay with that bow.
Yeah, it's easier when they ain't shooting back.
We've seen enough of that.
Considering how things were looking a couple of days back, well, maybe our luck's finally on the turn.
Seems to me we should be putting our effort into getting off this mountain now.
Soon. People are still weak, and well, you've seen how snowed in those wagons are. They ain't going nowhere until we get some more thaw.
You're probably right. And even if we do get off here, what then? We still have a big price on our heads.
This is a big country. We'll find somewhere to lie low. Dutch and Jose will have a plan. You notice how Pearson's had a bottle in his hand ever since we fled Blackwater? We give the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go, and he doesn't even bring a crumb of food.
Good that we caught more than one. A lot of mouths to feed.
And that girl from the ranch now, too, but not sure she'll be eating much.
She has a wild look in her eye.
You would, too. She lost her husband, her home, everything she had.
So what do we do with her?
Once we get out of here and we're back on our feet, we'll see. She might have family somewhere.
So it was O'Driscoll's you ran into there?
Yeah. Last thing we was expecting.
What is it with the O'Driscolls?
You ain't dealt with them? I suppose. Hell, we ain't run into them much the last 6 months. I guess because they've been over this way.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of talk about them.
Well, We've been scrapping over scores with them for years. Big gang. Nasty sons of bitches. Their leader, Combe, and Dutch go way back. And not in a good way. A proper blood feud.
So I heard. Watch out! Bear up ahead.
Not
Let's see if we
good.
can find another way around.
I mean, we could try hunting it, but
You must be real hungry. Stay well back. Spring storms like this are the worst for animals that sleep all winter.
that would be a lot of food. Yeah, let's go this way. Oh, I'm still supposed to follow you. Okay. Makes sense.
Cut up here, off the trail.
There is spooky horse. That is everybody.
It's all right, boy.
Gotta calm the horse. Ooh, bonding increased. It's okay, pal.
We ain't ever talked that much, you and me. How long you been with us now? 5, 6 months?
Something like that?
Bet you didn't expect this.
What?
Any of this. Blackwater mess. Being up here.
Sooner or later, a job's gonna go wrong. Nature of life.
I just thought you might have moved on by now.
You want me to move on?
No. No, not at all. I know you could run it alone, no problem.
I did that for a long time. I'm done with it. Always wondering if someone's gonna kill you in your sleep.
I still wonder that most nights.
I reckon you're okay. This suits me. Sure, I could fall in with another gang, but Dutch... You know, Dutch is different.
Oh, yes. Dutch is certainly different.
He treats me fair. Most of you do. And for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother, that ain't normally the case.
Well, we need you now. More than ever.
Good. And how long have you been with these boys? Why ain't you run off?
Me? Oh, 20 years, something like that. Since I was a boy.
20 years?
Yeah. He taught me to read. John, too. Taught me a few other things, him and Hosea.
I'm sure.
Dutch saved me. Saved most of us. That's why we need to stick by him through this. He always sees us right.
So how old would that make Arthur
How's
here?
that new horse?
Like
He's
40?
all right. He'll do for now. I appreciate you letting me take Taima the other night.
She's a strong one. It's been as hard on the horses as on the rest of us. I don't know what Dutch would do if something happened to the Count.
Same with Bill and Brown Jack. He's a drunk, miserable bastard, but he loves that horse.
I hope they all make it.
I tried to ride the Count once. Bucked me faster than a bull. Won't take nobody but him.
Hold. I'm gonna hitch him over here.
Brought some food back, boys! Come on, let's get these over to Pearson.
I actually haven't had deer
Thank
meat
you
as much as I'd
for
like.
showing me how to use the bow properly.
I only showed you a little. Takes a lifetime of practice to master.
They even got the snow on the fur and everything. See, that's attention to detail.
Well, well, well. Just drop it down in here. What a surprise. find a camp rat loitering around in the kitchen.
Is that any way to greet an old friend? I feel like we haven't spoken for days.
I do my utmost to avoid.
He loves me, really. It's his sad way of showing affection.
No, it isn't. Now shoot, get lost.
Well, see you gents later.
See, you got on just fine.
Charles is a wonder.
Have a drink, boys. You earned it.
Jesus, what is that?
Navy rum, sir. It's the only thing. The only thing. Keeps you sane, it does.
Yes, seems to have done a treat on you. You go rest that hand, Charles.
I'll be fine in a few days.
You mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan? It's easier if we do it together.
Do I get to skin you?
You're always one with the jokes, aren't you? Come on.
This really isn't a job for a man with a burnt hand. I'll see you both later.
You skin that one you dumped on the floor there.
Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. Oh. Oh my gosh.
Not too bad, Mr. Morgan. Yeah. They always said you were a butcher. You know, you could trade these or sell these in pretty much any town. If you're looking to make a legitimate bit of money, of course.
Right now, I'm just looking to get off this mountain alive.
Well, if you catch anything else, you bring it to me.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Heck, Arthur Morgan's first decent bit of hunting after all these years.
Yeah. Well, we're on the run now. Everyone's got to do their bit to survive. Just make a good stew. Folk need it. It's been a tough few days.
Awesome. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna end episode 2. We did some hunting. We got to learn how to use the bow. We met a new character, and everything's looking up for this group. Luck's finally turning around, I guess. So hopefully we'll be off this mountain soon. And thank you guys so much for watching. Check out some of the other content. There will be more of this posted. I'll see you guys.